Hey guys, so I'm re-recording the ROC video and the Prospector video because they both looked like shit, but now they don't, so that's a plus. Um, we're going to do the ROC mining video first because I think that's what most of you are wanting. Um, so, first of all, you can rent a Cutlass Black and a ROC at ArcL1 in the refinery. When at the end of this video, I'll show you guys where to do that at. But you should already know. It's pretty simple. Um, the uh, the Cutlass is roughly 35,000 for 24 hours to rent, and then the ROC is about 3,000 a day to rent. So you're looking at about 40K to get started. When you take off from ArcL1, you want to come to Lyria and come to Mining Facility SAL2, SAL2. We'll be there momentarily. And luckily, it's on the dark side, so we will have a little bit better time seeing. Now, the Prospector video I want to try to do tonight, but it'll probably be tomorrow, just letting you guys know. But the best way to do this is to keep your quantum drive on so you know how far away the facility is. And also, if your altimeter's broken, good luck. You can go into third person and see where the ground and the clouds are. So at least there's that. But essentially all we're going to do is we're going to get right over here to the facility. Alright, yep, we can see it. We're going to put our gear down, open our doors, and just get ready. Now you don't have to contact ATC to land here because there is no ATC. It's only for ground vehicles, and we'll talk about that after we get out of the ROC. Sorry, it's a little bit of a rough come in. Alright, let's go ahead and touch down. Okay, so to retrieve your ROC, even after you rent it, sorry, excuse me, you need to come to the Platinum Bay store. Now, sometimes there's going to be boxes in here that have food, water, clothes, things like that if you want it. There's a box there. Sometimes there's a box right there. Sometimes there's a box there, but there is one here. We'll open it up, take a look at it. And don't sleep on these, because sometimes there is good stuff in here. Like, we'll take those for food. Take some more waters. And take some more food as well, because the shit's free. Why not? Take it and you'll have it for next time. Like, there's 8 candy bars there. Some chocolate bars. Some more drinks. Some more candy bars. See? Anyway, come over here to your fleet manager.
To the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
and you want to retrieve the normal rock. I have a rock DS and a normal rock. The DS is the double seater. The double seater is made for 2 drivers, or 2 operators, obviously. I have not tested it because I don't have 2 drivers. I don't think the driver can mine. I think it's only the person in the outside seat. However, if you and a friend really want to go rock mining together, you can. And it actually holds about 4 times as much.
Systems activating.
Actually holds about 4 times as much stuff. Alright, so what you want to do? You want to fall off the cliff here, get turned around. And you want to go load this up in your cutlass. OG driving sucks, guys. Just be aware of that so don't crash into your ship like I'm probably going to. There is no way to control the speed. However, X is your brake. So do with that information what you will. Anyway, we're going to get it to about this point. You're going to get out, or you can just hold wide. Whatever tickles your fancy. You want to come back in your driver's seat. Close your doors. Then you're going to take off. And then you're going to scan. Now, you'll want to hit period to go down to 90 degrees. That's going to help you only scan stuff that isn't behind you. And it will also help you find white diamonds around certain ores. Now, as you get closer to stuff, it's either going to come up as a little rock, or it's going to come up as a jewel, like a diamond. Like this one right here, I already know is going to be a diamond because I'm less than 1,500 meters. And I would be wrong. That is a granite or obsidian deposit. Typically, when you get that close to something, it's not gonna, when you get that close to something, it's not gonna, it's gonna populate as a jewel. It's not gonna populate as a rock, but I think that's only in the prospector. Hello, kitty cat. Hi, Daisy. So anyway, we're just going to keep coming out here and scanning, so we have something else in front of us, and hopefully it's a jewel. I was kind of close to the ground there, wasn't I? Alright, that looks like a jewel, maybe. Yes, it is. Nope, it is a rock. Kind of fuck. Oh, okay. Alright, let's just keep on moving. Now, those white diamonds, like that one right there, that's what you're looking for, especially prospector mining. But we'll get to that in another video. That's another rock. Now, whenever we get into the prospector video, that's going to be the really good it's going to be the really in-depth tutorial. I don't know, probably going to take about an hour. This one probably isn't very far behind. Now, jewels and Quantanium can spawn anywhere, whether it's flatlands or in the mountains. Now, the mountain ones are going to be pretty tough for the rock, because not because of getting to it, but because of it falling. However, this is Quantanium. Don't know how much it is because the rock can't mine it, but that is Quantanium. You see that orange marbling? That's what you're looking for. Seems like quant mining is a little bit better on the dark side. I swear, the more I look for jewels, the more Quantanium I find with a rock in. That may be the play. And there's more Quantanium. Just kind of give you guys another little lesson. When you see two diamonds like that really close together, that's Quantanium. I have found that 45 degrees is a little too small for scanning. And even more Quantanium, I swear, guys. This could, when I was filming the prospector video earlier, this couldn't have, this never would have happened. It didn't happen. I had a hard time even finding a rock I could mine. Yeah, no, it's essentially just looking for a good deposit. I probably should have went the other way or stayed close to Sal 2, because it's going to be a little difficult to find our way back. But you can land at any mining facility like Sal 5, Sal 7. Typically, when you get closer and you scan again, it'll actually give the diamond. And I'm hoping that's a rock. We should find a diamond here in just a moment. Right there. Okay. So, guys, see those diamonds that are stacked together? That's what you're looking for when you're rock mining. So we're going to get about as close as we can. Make sure that we're not on any rocks. And we're just going to spin around. Now we're going to hop out. We're going to go back to our rock. There we go. Game's lagging just a tad. And we're just going to come straight back. And then we're going to hit M for our mining arm.
Fracturing mode on.
And just like Quantanium, we're going to scan and see what our best rock is. That one's pretty good. So we're looking for the optimal range, or effective range optimal. And And then we're going to run our power level up. And we're looking to get it into the optimal range. And then when we do, we're going to run our power level down. Kind of messed up there because I ran into the overcharge, which is okay. We just have to find that right power level that's going to keep it in the optimal range, and then just kind of run it up and down. Because when it's not in the optimal range, it's not going to break.
Warning, power critical.
There we go. So we broke a rock. Now we see all of our diamonds on the ground. So we're going to right click, go to extraction mode. We're going to turn it on, and then we're just going to suck up all of the diamonds. Well, I can't get that one, but... And this is Dolvine again, which is what I found earlier. It's not the best stuff to mine. We're going to... We're going to go ahead and try it.
Fracturing mode on.
Now, mining with the rock is, honestly, it may be a little bit harder than the prospector because the power level is so high straight out of the gate. And something else that really helps is sending all your power to weapons as well. Because your mining laser counts as a weapon.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Cool.
Extraction mode on.
So then once again, we're just going to suck up our rocks. A lot of them did fly behind us, so that kind of sucks. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and mine this rock.
Fracturing mode on.
It's also a really good rock. However, the process for selling what you mine with the rock is about 10 times easier than mining and refining and selling quantity.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical. Extraction mode on.
Alright, so we're doing pretty good. Now, if you guys pay attention, the rock can hold pretty good amount of rocks, but nothing compared to like what the prospector can do
Extraction
with
mode
mining
on.
Quantanium. Now, that is for a specific reason. Because if normal gems were worth as much as Quantanium, then why would anybody mine Quantanium? Sometimes you do have to be pretty close. Is kind of a rough place to rock mine, only because of the gravity, or lack thereof. But you do want to make sure that if you find a material like hadonite or aphrite, those are the two go-tos for small gem mining. Dolvine is not really worth that much. So we're done there. We're going to turn off our mining arm, and we're going to get turned around. And we're just going to load right back up on our cutty. Alright, so now our job is to make it back to a mining facility like Sal 2 or Sal 5 where we came from. Get my mouse plugged in. There we go. Close all our doors. Sal 2. Okay, this is the way we gotta go. And guys, honestly, it's as easy as that. As far as getting the cutty, renting the rock, getting to a mining facility on any planet. It doesn't matter. I just prefer Lyria because of all the Quantanium. That's where I do all my prospector mining. It's just where I prefer. You can go to Aberdeen, Daymar, you can go to caves without the rock if you have a hand mining tool. And honestly, the caves may prove a little bit better because you can pick up hadonite and stuff off the bodies of the bad guys in there. You just got to take a gun with you. And then you've made 140k for 10 minutes of work, roughly, depending on where you sell it at. Which brings me to my next topic, is selling. Now with Quant, you don't, or with minerals like Dolvine, Aphrite, Hadonite, etc., you don't have to go planet-side to sell this stuff. Sometimes it is better to, and there's actually a website that you can use to find that. I don't use it because I know where I want to sell my stuff at. It's always Area 18 for Quantanium, but minerals, you don't have to sell planet side, as I was saying. You can actually sell minerals like Hadonite and Aphrite and Dolvine at Shubin over here to our left. And I want to show you that here in just a second. He's going to give me a landing bay or a parking bay. Whether it's one or two. It's probably going to be two. No, it's one. Usually it's two. Now, I'm also going to show you something before I do this. Obviously, this was just fast money. You know, no need to stress about it.
Have a pleasant stay.
if you wanted to stay out here mining, the cuddy can hold 4,600 CSCU. The rock can only hold 80 CSCU, so that's a lot. I mean, that's not a lot compared to the cuddy and the prospector. So what you do is you come back here to the back, open up the cargo bay, and it's going to spit out this little box. Now, prior to 317, you could tractor beam this box out, and it will just shit out a new one. Well, it won't do that anymore. So what you can do is you can press F on it, and there's all the stuff you've mined. Now, if you were in your cuddy, you could move all that over. Now, is it a little bit painstaking? Absolutely. Does it save you a load of time having to come back and forth to store and sell your vehicle? Absolutely. If you were to mine an entire cuddy full of hadanite or aphrite together, you'd have a little over 500 to 600K for maybe 5-6 hours of work. Whereas I make that in 3 runs of quant, depending on how good I do. But it may take the same amount of time. So it's really about what you have and how much time you have and what you want to do. Rock mining is a great way to get started, and it's really profitable if you buckle down and that's all you do back to back to back. However, when you're ready to sell, you're going to come to Shubin Interstellar, cycle the airlock. Now, sometimes there's loot boxes in here as well, so be sure to check for them. But they are typically right there. However, I do not see any today. Yeah, there are none today. That's okay. So anyway, you're going to come up to this console right here, the trading and shipping console. You're going to move out of the light, go to sell, Gray Cat Rock. It's going to tell you have 0 SCU because it's bugged like the mole, but your cargo's actually here. You're going to click your Dolvine. Those 3 rocks that I mined and collect all but 1 gem is worth 10,500. That's pretty good. I mean, that's enough to buy weapons, ammo, and armor, and food and water, and go do bunkers. And then when you're ready to go back out, you just go back out and you do it all over again. So you really can't beat the amount of work that it takes, because compared to the prospector, which I'll show in the next video, is a lot harder to do than rock mining. However, you will make a lot more money quant mining in the long run. It does take a lot longer. It does take a lot longer because you have to refine Quantanium. However, the amount of money you get from refined Quantanium and bringing maybe 5 full loads back, if you were to do that in 5 or 6 hours, you'd have well over $1 million after refining fees. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Not much else I can show you on rock mining. It's really about just go land on a planet you want to land on and fly around. You know, you want to go to a mining facility so you can get your rock, or you can leave it stored in your cuddy at a space station. But if it comes out of your cuddy, you have to come back to a mining facility to get it. Just a one little last PS note. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting a link to it soon, and then the prospector video will be coming.